Hello everyone, Sparrow Vision. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to Sparrow Vision Studio. I am your host, Dr. Sparrow. This is where we play music videos, movie reviews, anything we can, sit back, relax, have a good time. This next case is not about having a good time. It's very disturbing. It might be too disturbing for some people. So please use caution when watching this in front of kids or anyone who has been through domestic violence. This is an episode of Court Cam. This happened in Kentucky. Let's watch this episode.
Next, we're in Paris, Kentucky, where 30-year-old Bass Webb has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. This surveillance video taken outside a Kentucky jail a week earlier captured the moment when Webb, a former inmate there who served 3 months on assault charges, accelerated his car and tried to run over 2 jail employees. One man was able to get out of the way, but one man was injured after Webb's vehicle pinned him against a wall. At his first court appearance before Judge Vanessa Dixon, Webb's bad behavior continued.
Can you word your side?
Yeah.
That be yes?
Yes.
Judge Dixon then informed Webb she's recusing herself from the trial because she knew the 2 jail employees he targeted with his vehicle.
There's no way I'm going to try this case. I have any further proceedings, or I have to see you for one further step. Set preliminary hearings next week.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Watch again as Webb literally spit on the judge. But this incident is far from the last time Bass Webb will spit in the face of the law. While waiting to go to trial, he and 4 other inmates incited a riot inside the Fayette County Detention Center. After being shot with beanbag bullets, and hit in the neck by a pepper ball, Webb whips a metal telephone box at a corrections officer.
If I were to launch this at someone 10 feet away, because this is capable of stopping that, does not mean that that is not readily capable of causing death or serious physical injury.
Webb was found guilty of 3rd-degree assault and sentenced to 15 years in prison. And for his attempt to run over the 2 jail employees, he was later found guilty of 2 counts of attempted murder and got an additional 37 years. Bass Webb was facing a total of 52 years behind bars, but more disturbing accusations were on the way. While incarcerated, he was charged with the unsolved murder of an ex-girlfriend. Facing a possible death sentence if convicted at trial, Webb pled guilty to the murder and got an additional 50 years. Now, 5 years later, Bass Webb is back in court yet again after being charged with the murder of a different girlfriend nearly a decade earlier. The cold case came back to haunt him after a jailhouse tip led to the discovery of the woman's remains. This time, as he's let in, he reveals a new sinister look that shocks those in attendance. A closer look at Webb's recent head tattoos reveals a demented murder hit list. It reads, "Those that must die, all judges, all prosecutors, all cops, the media." Below that, 3 rats have been scratched out, and many more, plus an expletive on the other side. Gruesome details emerge about how Webb choked his then-girlfriend to death and buried her body in a shallow grave.
Mr. Webb, do you want to come forward?
When the judge asks Webb to come forward, he remains seated and smiles. Finally, after more than a week in the courtroom, the judge reads the jury's verdict.
You have found the defendant guilty of the offense of intentional murder.
Bass Webb is then sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after 25 years.
Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam.
Now, the reason I put a clapping on there is because he's going to be facing pretty much his whole life in jail. Even though they're giving him a chance for parole, chances are very unlikely he'll ever get it. He does not need to be on the streets. He has shown very no remorse for anything, just respect for human beings in total, doesn't care. Somebody like that should never be allowed on streets again. That's just my opinion. I know it's harsh, but things just have to be said sometimes. If you like what you see, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share it around. Until next time.